Hello everyone, how are you doing? I've just literally spotted this Twitter update from my agent and also from, I think, one of my other actor friends, and it was basically about mental health and acting. And yeah, we face rejection quite a lot. We go through real lows and real highs. You know, you're working in an industry where, you know, you have nothing and absolutely nothing for weeks, and then you are sometimes you're working in the same area or the same place as some of the biggest names in the world. That's pretty much what our job is. It consists of the lowest lows of where you don't think that you're worthy of anything because you're not getting work, and then you are on top of the world because you're working with Emma Thompson and you're doing amazing things with like Eddie Izzard, and you know, it's, yeah, highs and lows. So it's really difficult to keep a medium kind of ground with yourself. I'm making these videos because it's really interesting. I've just gone through like a really crappy thing recently, where I've decided to literally just concentrate on acting and just do that. Unfortunately, because of that, I stopped doing everything else. I stopped moving. I stopped working. And I wasn't even doing any workshops. I was going to see loads of shows, but I wasn't like, you know, I wasn't actually doing anything actively working. I was auditioning and I did a play and everything, but I still didn't, I stopped. Personally, I stopped. And what happened, which I could only see now because of the, you know, kind of reviewing what's happened, I realised that, you know, I allowed things to get stagnant, and because I allowed it to get stagnant, things grew within that space. You know, like when you have a pond of water, things will grow in there. But if you have flowing water, the water is kept clean. That's a really good analogy. So that is exactly what happened to me. I expected things to come to me, even though I wasn't being this wheel of like kind of pushing around the water and like oxygenating it and making things happen. So it got really stagnant, and then I started to get really depressed, and this dark, nasty, dank, stank, funk depression started happening, which I've been like bouncing in and out of the last, like, say, since I was 12, so 25 years. So this is just like, I've had enough and I'm done with it. So I was like, right, I'm going to take an active approach into being able to manage this. Now, I created a program for actors, which I workshopped back in November, and it was great. I had fantastic feedback, but unfortunately I haven't had the motivation to push it forward until now. So I will be soon holding workshops with these elements, which I've put basically, but I need to refine it. And not only that, I need to get into a good place myself to be able to, you know, to give it to you. Because if I'm not in a good place myself, I don't feel I'll be able to give you my, you know, 100%. And that's what I want to give. Actually, I want to give 110%, but never mind. Maybe 115, 120, everything. So I want to be at the peak. I'm literally coming out of this funk now because I really totally hit bottom. Really, it was just awful. And so just to let you know, depressed actors, I know, been there, done that. Got the t-shirt, got the mug, got the embroidered, like, you know, embroidered like motif, cozy, whatever you want to call it. I've got it. You know, if 25 years doesn't qualify you in terms of how you feel about these things, I don't know what does. So yeah, and it's in out, you know, it's something that rides with the winds and the tides, you know, with the amazing, like last year was absolutely insane. I had one of the best years of my life, and then this year it's just been like a crash and burn so far. So I'm just kind of like, okay, how do I manage this? So first thing first, right, admit that you got a problem. First things first, admit that you're depressed, admit that you're sad, admit that you're in this place where you don't feel good about yourself and you don't feel like you can do stuff, because that's what I was feeling like. I was literally on this kind of monotonous kind of, you know, just automatic pilot, literally, okay, I need to go to an audition, I need to do this, I need to do that. It's just like, you know, thank God the auditions have been really cool. They've been really nice auditions. So I've been really lucky to be able to do these and have an opportunity to act and really refine my performance. Also, I'm really confident in my my ability as an actor, because I've just had an amazing play, which I did, and I've had very good feedback from that. So, you know, in terms of being able to be confident in what I'm doing when I'm bringing it to the table as an actor, that's no problem. But in terms of how I feel about myself and who I am, that's another story. So I had to admit that I was depressed. That's one thing. Admit that you're depressed. Admit that you're feeling shit. And admit that you've been feeling shit for a long time, if that's your case. You need to assess it. You need to really have a look at what's been going on. If you've been feeling bad about yourself, just have a look at what's going on and really admit how you're feeling about yourself. Once you admit it, then, life just becomes so much easier, because you're just like, right, now I know what I'm dealing with. Do you know what I mean? Next step, seek help, right? So first of all, talk to somebody, okay? Now, out of all of the people that you've got in your life, there has to be just one person that you trust and you know that you can trust. If you can't, right, I'm telling you, call up the Samaritans, call them up, okay? They're an amazing service, and right now, how things are in this day and age, it's just so crap. There's just, you don't, it's so difficult to get into like the mental health services through the NHS. So I highly suggest that you pick up the phone and go to call the Samaritans. Last year I was in, it's longer than 6 months now that I'm remembering it, which is really sad. Anyway, I was in a state where I honestly wanted to leave this planet. I didn't want to be here anymore. So I didn't know what to do, so I called the Samaritans, and I did, yeah, and they were just great. They were really great. If you're really lucky, you'll get like a psychotherapist on the line, which just, and they know exactly what to say to you, which is insane. Just pick up the phone and talk to them, and then they can give you possible advice on what to do next, or maybe to go and see a counsellor or a psychotherapist or something like that. So pick up the phone and talk about it. So once you've admitted it to yourself, then go and talk to someone about it, and if you can't talk to anyone, talk to the Samaritans about it. If you don't have a trusted friend, there is always help. There is always somebody there to help you, okay? Then once you do that, go and seek the help. Go and do that. Just remember, your friends are not trained counsellors. Don't expect them to be your prop, okay? Because they've got their own problems, yeah? And I don't know about you, but I felt that I wasn't able to talk to the people that were close to me, because I didn't want them to see me in that state. They're used to like, happy, chirpy, Reena, yeah. And like, I don't want that. I want them to, I don't want them to see like the bad parts of me, even though I know that friends should take you for everything. It's all right once or twice, but when it's consistent, it gets a bit much. Not everybody can take that. Not everybody's strong enough to take that. So I highly suggest that you go and see a professional. Now, I understand that there may be times when you can't afford it, okay? There are really affordable practices, but I'm telling you, that when there is a will, there is a way. So make sure that if you need to call the Samaritans again, call them again when you're having those episodes, but make some kind of constructive plan towards being able to get some consistent psychotherapy for yourself. I managed to find one around the corner which is doing it for a really affordable rate, and she's amazing. So, and also I'm getting to see her within I think I'm booked in to see her today, and I'm seeing her on Friday, which is today is Tuesday, so yeah, that's 4 days, 3 days. So, and I had an initial consultation with her today. So when you really, really are in trouble and you're really needing things, you can get the help that you need. You just have to admit it, and you have to be willing to look for it. And once you go from there, just understand, that you are loved, that we love you, that the universe loves you. You deserve to be here, and you're an amazing human being. I'm sorry this is so intense. I had to just give this to you because it's so important. And it's going to be the first in many videos. And also, I need to get this program out. This is the first time that I've actually mentioned it on a video to you. And it's about time that I actually do, so that I'll actually, you know, hold myself accountable to getting it out for you. It's basically a 5-step program that encourages you to question where you are within your career and how things are and why you're in the position, why you basically want to become an actor and what's the pure reasoning behind it. So once you understand those principles and those values behind your reasoning for doing what you're doing, then you can be really strong, and then you won't need, you know, you can just remember those whenever you feel demotivated or whenever you feel crap about the fact that you're not getting auditions, about that you're not doing this, you're not doing that. And just to remember that you got power, because you're a human being and human beings have power, yo. So yeah, I hope that helps. I just had to get it out. I hope that I put this up as well because it's really important. It's a really important thing, and because like it's Mental Health Awareness Week as well, I think it's really important. So, and also in my own state, I'm starting to get help as well, and understanding that that things need to keep on moving. They need to keep on moving because if things are stagnant and you stay in the funk, things will grow. Shit will grow in that state. So you need to keep the water flowing so that basically it just keeps crystal clear. And you'll just be able to be consistently motivated. And don't think that you're worse than anyone else, because come on, Robin Williams suffered from this, Philip Seymour Hoffman suffered from this, great artists suffered from this stuff. So it's not like it's, you know, there's something wrong with you. Great people suffered with depression and shit like this. Yeah, so please, just, you are an amazing human being. I love you very much, and I will speak to you very soon. Alright, take care. Seek the help you need. Remember, call the Samaritans if you need to. Just Google the number if you need to. And yeah, I hope this helps. I really hope this helps. I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.